Shalom, Zion. Shalom. Just wanted to stop by to give a little encouragement to my mishpaka. This walk, it can be difficult. It can be lonely. It can try the very fabric of our beings. It's a narrow walk. It's a narrow walk. Not many are on this walk. Not many can take this journey. Not many can even begin this journey. This is why Yahusha, he makes the declaration that before even beginning this journey, that we need to count up the cost, that we need to understand that before even beginning this journey, that you're going to have to give up some things, that you're probably going to have to leave some things behind. It may cause you to give up family. It may cause you to give up friends. It may cause you to give up sons or daughters. It may cause you to give up your very life. And so he declares before even beginning this journey, count up the cost. Count up the cost and decide for yourself if this is indeed something that you want to do. Because there are going to be many lonely days, many lonesome days. I dare say many days where you're going to feel heavy, where you're going to feel a ruach of heaviness come over you, a ruach of depression that comes over you. You're going to feel lonely and isolated, and that you're going to have a feeling that you're on an island alone and that there is no one else around. Indeed, Yahusha, he declared that if we begin this walk, if we indeed endeavor to begin this walk, if we walk the true way, then all men were going to hate us. All men are going to hate us if we aspire to keep his righteous Torah, and if we have the witness of Yahushua HaMashiach, that all men indeed were going to hate us. And so not many are on this narrow path. Not many are on this narrow path. And because there are not many on this narrow path, we feel alone. We feel isolated. We feel like the entire world is against us. And indeed, it is. It is. And you should take comfort in that, in understanding that you are on the right road. You are on the right path. Yahusha indeed declares that we are to simcha when we are persecuted for his name's sake, for his true name's sake. Yahusha, not for the one who has come in another name, but in his true name. If we are persecuted for his true name's sake, then we are to rejoice. Then we are to rejoice. So I just wanted to stop by to give a little encouragement to you today on this day, Zion, to let you know that you are not alone, that we are scattered. We are scattered to the four corners of the earth, but each and every one of us are enduring the same challenges, are enduring the same persecutions, are enduring the same loneliness, are experiencing in some cases the same heaviness. We are all dealing with the same issues. I know you're tired. I know you're tired, Zion. I know you're tired. But I stopped by today to give you a little encouragement. I just want to read a few scriptures and then I'm going to shut this down. I know I'm long-winded. I can be long-winded, but this is just a short video to give you some encouragement. Reading from Lucas, the 21st chapter, it reads, "And looking up, he saw the rich putting their gifts into the treasury. And he saw a certain poor widow putting into meats. And he said, Truly I say to you, that this poor widow has put in more than all. For all these out of their excess have put in offerings for Alua, but she out of her poverty has put in all that she had to live on." And And as some were speaking about the set apart place, it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts. He said, let me read that again. And as some were speaking about the set apart place, that it was adorned with goodly stones and gifts, he said, these that you see, the days are coming in which not one stone shall be left upon another that shall not be thrown down. And they asked him, saying, Teacher, but when shall this be? And what is the sign when this is about to take place? And he said, See that you are not led astray. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am, and the time is near. Then do not go after them. But when you hear of fightings and unrest, do not be alarmed, for these have to take place first, but the end is not immediately. Then he said to them, Nation shall rise against nation, and reign against reign. Indeed, we're in this season, we're in this time. And there shall be earthquakes in various places, and scarcities of food, and deadly diseases. Again, indeed, we're in this time. And there should be horrors and great signs from Shamayim. But then he goes on to say here in verse 12, but before all this, now prior to this, he was talking about us, about the season that we're in now. Now he's telling them what's about to become of them, what's about to come upon them. But again, even though he was addressing them, this is applicable to us as well. This is applicable to us as well. So reading in verse 12, it reads, But before all this, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the congregations and prisons, being brought before the sovereigns and rulers for my name's sake. Again, this indeed, I believe, will be applicable to us as well. And it shall turn out to be for a witness. Therefore resolve in your hearts not to premeditate on what to answer. For I shall give you a mouth in Hakmah, which all your adversaries shall not be able to refute or resist. Verse 16. And you shall be betrayed. Hear me, listen, because this is also applicable to us. And you shall also be betrayed by parents and brothers and relatives and friends. And some of you shall be put to death. And you shall be hated by all because of my name. And you shall be hated by all because of my name. Again, if you are walking the narrow path, if you are indeed in the way, in the narrow path, if you are guarding the righteous Torah of Yahuwah, and you have the witness of Yahushua HaMashiach, this is going to put you in direct opposition with the entire world, with all men. This is going to put you in direct opposition with all men, with everyone, if you are indeed walking the way, walking the path of righteousness, with Torah as your light, and with the witness of Hamashiach, you indeed will be hated by all men. But listen, verse 18, but not a hair of your head shall be lost at all. Verse 20, verse 19, possess your lives by your endurance. Possess your lives by your endurance. So I know you're tired, Zion. I know you're tired. I know you're weary. Some of you are weak in mind. Some of you are weak in body. Some of you are just weary. You're weary of the persecution. You're weary because your families no longer have anything to do with you. Your children no longer have anything to do with you. Everybody thinks you're strange. Everybody thinks that you are in a cult. You're having to deal with the inward battles that you brought from Babylon. You're having to fight daily. You have to fight the thoughts of lust. You have to fight different various temptations on a daily basis. It seems like the enemy just does not quit. He's coming from your left, from the left and to the right. He's coming from frontal attacks and rear attacks and side frontal attacks. He's coming from every direction. It appears that there are proverbial bombs that are just exploding all around you. and that no one understands, that you have no one to talk to because we're scattered. We're scattered, and you have no one to assemble with and no one to talk to, and you're just weary. And you're just weary. You're tired of being attacked physically. You're tired of being attacked spiritually. You're tired of being attacked mentally. I know, Zion. I am flesh. I am blood. I am dirt. I understand. I understand. We all are going through the same thing. We all are going through the same thing. But verse 20, possess your lives by your endurance. Possess your lives by your endurance. I know you're tired, but endure. I know you're weary, but endure. I know you feel like giving up. Some of you feel like giving up, but endure. I know you feel grievous. Your emotions are boiling up in you as you no longer have the same relationship with your friends. You no longer have the same relationship with family. You no longer have the same relationship with coworkers or what have you, and you're just weary. But I say to you, just endure. Continue to endure. Possess your lives by your endurance, because those who endure unto the end shall be delivered. Those who endure unto the end shall be delivered. So no matter what, just endure, just endure, just endure. Possess your lives by your endurance. Possess your lives by your endurance. I know you're sick, but endure. I know you're tired, but endure. I know you're weary, but endure. I know sometimes you experience heaviness and depression because you're isolated and lonely, but endure. Endure. Just continue to endure. And lift each other up in prayer. Comfort one another no matter how scattered we are, no matter how separated we are. Lift each other up in prayer. Comfort one another, encourage one another, and understand that each and every one of us is enduring the same thing, are enduring the same thing. So possess your lives by your endurance. Possess your lives by your endurance, so that after we have endured, when we are gathered, we will hear those most coveted words. Well done, my good and my steadfast servant. Well done, my good and my steadfast servant. Yahuwah barak you and guard you. Yahuwah make his face shine upon you and show favor to you. Yahuwah lift up his face towards you and give you shalom. Thus you shall put my name on the banim, on the children of Yashar'al, and I myself shall barak them. Amen.